Remember in To Boldly Flee where Doug committed that Felis's editing was despite. Let me retry this. Remember in To Flee. God damn it! What can I talk? Where Doug admitted that Felis's editing was bad despite Felis doing it for free and is a better editor than Doug could ever be. Yeah. That was kind of a thing with Doug Walker. He is a control freak. You know, if you are part of a Doug Walker video, you are doing what Doug wants. Like, it's a well-known joke. There's a whole bunch of leaks coming out. Well, they've been out for a while where... Excuse me. Where basically, people that would work on the movies would come out. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, this personality or that personality. I'm talking like camera guys. You know, grunts. They would come out and say, yeah, I worked with these guys. Holy shit. Doug Walker is a fucking lunatic. And he doesn't know what he's doing. And this is a common theme where Doug is so convinced he's right, but people that actually know what they're doing are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, that's not how you do that. Lolly Man, what's your favorite 80s movie? I really like The Thing. I really liked The Thing. That's my favorite John Carpenter movie. To be honest, you need to admire Doug's Brazilians. You kind of do. The guy knows he's over the hill. You know, Doug knows that he can't keep doing this forever. But he's pushing on ahead no matter what. And arguably, you can say the stuff he's doing now takes a lot more effort than the shit he was doing before. He has to coordinate actors. He has to, you know, like, use special effects to bring everything together. He has to literally act out scenes, write out scripts for scenes. The guy is making his job way harder on him than he ever needs to. And it's all because he wants to. So, okay, you guys could hear that then. Okay. That's good. So there's actually a very common misconception I found out. Motherfucker. Very common misconception about the Kickassia thing. A lot of people think, what the fuck is this? Did Doug really just watch, well, not even watch, did he just write a movie where he takes over like this butt-fuck little spot in the middle of nowhere? Lolly is a boomer. I really wish I wasn't, but it looks like I am. But this is actually a real thing. Kickassia, in the sense of, do you have a second monitor to work on mixing? I do not. That's actually my big plan. You know, I'm scrounging money together because, one, I'm going to buy more RAM. Two, I do need a second monitor. I really do. But Malaysia is the actual country. I think he's about to talk about it. It's an actual spot in the middle of Nevada where, due to some weird legal loophole, this guy in the middle of nowhere found out that technically his property is not on American territory. It's, you know, kind of this gray area. Well, that sparked off kind of a little bit of a media thing where everyone's like, oh, isn't that interesting? It never really went anywhere. But the guy actually advertises it. Like, he sells merchandise. So I guess Doug Walker stumbled on the story and kind of just wanted to make a movie about it. As stated, this is still in the point where they're very...
But to be fair, it is not very big, and you're not very big. So, let's just cut to the chase here. I am going to invade you. My army is going to take you down, conquer Malaysia, and take it as our own. Now...
5 minutes of setup for this joke, but you're looking at the beginning of Chaz. You know, this is exactly how Chaz started. You know, you just had a movie critic walk up. Well, I guess the guy that ran Chaz was a rapper. He just came up and said, "Hey, we're gonna take over your fucking police station," and they let it happen.
Malaysia.
Hello.
It's time. It's time.
Hit him.
It's time.
Okay, so here he is. This is our boy. This is the man. This is the king. The Lightbringer. Linkara. So Linkara, he's about the only one from Channel Awesome, beyond Guru Larry, that has stayed consistent. You know, since the day he started, he's been uploading and he's been working. And it's funny because he really had some interesting things in his past. Basically, Linkara reviews comic books. His show is Atop the Fourth Wall. People like it. You know, people genuinely like it. And I think I watched a few videos by him. I watched some of his stuff on Rob Liefeld, because it's Rob Liefeld, you know. Rob Liefeld's a super nice guy, but he exists to be bullied. I think I watched a few of his things on, like, the Frank Miller Batman. Because I'm like, I kind of like that. I wonder what he has to say. And Linkara didn't like it. But, exactly, his Frank Miller reviews are trash. I don't think they're trash. It's just, it's a subjective thing. I kind of like Atop the Fourth Wall, am I a bad person? No, people genuinely like Atop the Fourth Wall. So, the thing with Linkara, though, is he has very interesting tastes. So, before he ever got started on Atop the Fourth Wall, he genuinely tried to put out his own comic book. It's called The Lightbringer. And it's Green Lantern. The main guy can control light and turn it into different constructs. It's Green Lantern. But the thing with Linkara and his content is, well, with the Lightbringer at least, there are numerous Freudian references where, essentially with Linkara, even though he puts himself out there as just your typical nerd, it's like, I'm nerdy, I like comic books, you know, I'm doing my own thing here. He really likes rape. Like, really likes rape. Like, if you have, say you go on N-Hentai and you search by tag. You know, you just look at all the different tags and just you see what's out there for you to look at. Linkara likes about 95%. Like, the dude, if it gets his dick hard, he loves it. Linkara loves Fuda. Yeah. Like, unironically, it's why he started dating Iron Liz. Where Iron Liz is a male-to-female transgender. And Linkara was dating her before the operation. And apparently, even Iron Liz came out and said, I think he, like, has a fetish for stuff like this. And there's numerous different chat logs from all these different porn sites that came out and basically said, yeah, this dude is really horny.
I cannot believe he dragged us all out here.
Tell me about it. I got American food I could be puking up right now.
So, the story behind why Spoonie acts the way he does, you are especially going to see it in a bit. Spoonie legitimately has bipolar disorder. Like, he actually has manic depressive disorder. And apparently, to do this movie, to do his scenes, supposedly, he stopped taking his meds for a bit. So Spoonie went full method actor and deprived his mental stability for Kickassia. If the rumors are to be believed.
Why?
What?
Why are we taking over Malaysia? I mean, isn't it barely an acre of land?
Mars Girl, do you think anyone else here honestly has that question?
Why?
Okay.
So this is the boy right here. This is Wario. I like to think he was wearing the hat when he did it. I like to think. I like to think his wife walked into the bathroom and saw his little Wario hat blood red. That sounds very cruel. And it is. But fuck you, Wario. Fuck you, Wario. Exactly. Bad touch. Bad touch. This boy... Yeah, oh hey, the girl who accused Vic Mignogna of raping his fans. Yeah, that's the thing. Mars Girl was friends with Wario. And they all fucking hit it. Now, obviously, there were some people that didn't know. Angry Joe apparently did not know. Micah, if you ever watch Micah Curtis, he was real good buddies with Wario. He outright said, I had no idea. There were people that genuinely didn't know. But then there were those where they blatantly knew and they covered it up. So, I'm not kidding when I say that, Channel Awesome is one of the most fucked up, incompetent group of people you could have ever worked for.
Malaysia has been conquered! A new dawn of government is upon us!
There we go. This is what I wanted. Just this scene right here. Angry Joe with his SMG in front of a terrified American family. Perfect frame. Yeah. At that one perfect shot. Yeah. Angry Joe trying to bring some personality. Well, apparently he was literally the only guy having any fun. So, I mentioned before that there were some stories that came out about the Channel Awesome movie productions. A lot of camera guys that would come out and say stuff. Well, there was also some stories in the document. And basically, Malaysia, the fake country, is in Nevada. Nevada is in the middle of the butt-fucking desert. Super hot. Like, genuinely dangerous.
And while the big wigs up on the hill with their fancy hats and their capes look down on the small people with oppression, with taxation, with sexual repression. Don't get me even started on the sexual repression. Take a stand, people. Oppose the big people with their fancy fucking hats.
I'm pretty sure Channel's Awesome big problem is not sexual repression. In fact, I'm pretty sure sexual repression is the least of their worries. You work with Wario, and you're talking about sexual repression. I'm guessing they're repressing Wario's sexual obsession with 12-year-olds.
Indeed. And where do you guys get your information on current events? Do you read the papers, or...?
Yes, that's it. I read the papers.
Which ones?
All of them. Ish.
Yeah, people were already pointing out what they were going for. Remember, this was like 2008. So they genuinely thought the Sarah Palin joke was smart. And it's like, you look at it now, it's just so fucking... Like, ooh, God, that is... It is aged. We are approximately 46 minutes into this movie. 46 minutes. This is Kickassia. Like... It's kind of amazing So much fucking nothing happens in this. And they stretch it out to 91 minutes. It's feature length. You gotta give them credit there. But holy shit. It felt like 2 hours. In all fairness, I have been pausing a lot and talking. But it's because, like, when you just let the scenes play out, it's a fucking slog. Increase to 1.5 speed. We might actually have to. In fact, here. We're gonna see how this goes.
You know, I don't know why the press picks on you so much. You seem like the nicest person to me. As we all know, nice people make the perfect politicians. Just look at Carter. I mean, you're so good at making people feel at home. Lowering their defenses, making it feel like they have nothing to worry about.
Indeed. You gonna drink your tea there?
Oh, yes, of course. Say, is it me or does this tea smell a little, poisony?
Oh, it's just an herbal fusion. Drink your tea, honey.
Oh, of course.
Hey, critic, there's something you ought to...
Later.
Can I get some cream in my tea?
Cream just makes your penis smaller. Now drink your tea.
Yeah, but I don't feel it's tea without cream, really.
You know what they put in that cream? They put all sorts of hormones and antibiotics in it.
Yeah, but...
Whoever in chat said that it's actually funnier faster, you're not really wrong. Like, at least it's not so long-winded. Like, I think 1.25 speed's pretty good.
Wait a minute. That's right. I can't stand tea.
It's like a fucking... It's like one of those old college student movies from like the 90s. This is like a drug trip. You're not wrong. Look at fucking Lindsay's face. This is exactly the kind of shit I would expect to see in like an anti-heroin commercial. Where like the chick is on drugs and she's ODing but she doesn't realize it yet. So her world is slowing down and she's freaking out.
What?
You were just so fast to say that.
Just passionate, that's all.
I got that pause perfect. Stare into the eyes of Juorio.
Alright, guys. I've got a lot of things I need to do. This better be... Well, that's confusing.
Get on!
What is that? What are you saying?
A trial!
What?
A trial!
What?
You are going to have a trial.
Oh, God, shoot me. No!
And so it is the ruling of this court that you be found guilty for the crimes against our government. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Nay. Too bad I'm in charge. Guilty. I am the system.
I know you're the system. That's my point.
I know it's your point. It's just that when you say that I'm out of order and the system's out of order, it's kind of redundant.
What I'm trying to get across is fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Won't somebody think of the children?
The jokes actually do write themselves. Oh my god. No comment. The shotgun acted in self-defense. Oh my god.
The warning is... Stop being a douchebag! It's totally gonna backfire!
And here it is. Here it is. Name my band. Name my band here. Oh, Wolfden Media has a closing message. Thank you, AlmightyLoli. Big fan of you, man. Loved your Mass Effect review. Stay awesome. Thank you very much. You're a cool guy. Really nice having you here. Really cool seeing all the people having fun.
I was born ready! Hey, Hogan, who's that?
Oh, hey, you gave it to the madness. That's awesome.
And so begins the historic Channel Awesome fight. where this is apparently the fight where Spoonie accidentally rips Doug's cape, thus kicking off the absolute rage. Imagine being in a desert in a fedora and thick suit. Oh yeah, that probably fucking sucked. But just look at Doug's face here. This is the face of a man whose fucking M. Bison cape, which was made for $10 by a lady he barely paid any money. That's his face when it ripped. Oh, $5 from Winter 1205. Thanks for giving me something enjoyable to listen to while I work on a college project, even if it's hell. Yeah, that's how it be. War breaks out. This is what it all paid off to, a fight scene? Yeah.
Alright, troops, here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna hit them during the day. We're gonna hit them like crap through a goose. Now then, the reason why we're hitting during the day is because it'll be less likely that we'll have a detonator on them, especially when we let them have it.
Let them have what?
The greatest plan that man has ever known.
That's a game of Risk.
Yes, and it's also gonna serve as our battle plan. Now then, just assume that Northern Europe here is a government house, and Greenland is the backyard. Angry Joe and I will be stationed here. Handsome Tom and Ape and Mickey will travel in through the back. Then Monty will come in through Messina.
Wait, you can't travel that way. The countries have to be connected.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. See those dotted lines? They connect.
They do?
Well, I thought so.
I thought you needed dice for this.
Do you?
I don't know.
How do you play this game anyway?
Yeah. This happened. Okay. So, in all fairness, James was always kind of tied to that guy with the glasses. The first big meetup event was the crossover between Nostalgia Critic and Angry Video Game Nerd, where they had like a fight in a hotel. And it was actually kind of good for the time. It was literally just a bunch of people coming together and just doing a bullshit video in the middle of a hotel. So for the second movie, they got James and his Board James character. And Board James was a lot of fun. I actually really liked Board James when that was the thing. But here he is in Kickassia. James was nice enough to let Doug do the combo. Yeah, it really did come down to that. Where it started off with Nostalgia Critic kind of took pot shots at AVGN. But AVGN kind of knew he was fucking around. Like, he knew the guy doesn't mean it, and he's just there for shits and giggles. So they played up this fake rivalry. And it ended up just spiraling into the two doing a crossover. But that crossover was the seed, which led to the other movies. So in a way, this is James's fault. Because Angry Video Game Nerd is such a nice guy, we have Kickassia.
You know, he's right. Let's get Mr. Ball's land back.
Yeah! Freedom! Wondrous freedom! Shine and bask in the glory of your new world! Kaboom!
We did it, chat. We're almost done. We have 2 minutes. They gave the land back. Santa Christ is alive. Jew Wario is dead. I call this a happy ending. But this is about it for the stream. We've been going like almost 4 hours now. And now you guys kind of understand why Channel Awesome are the way they are. They genuinely thought this was good. Oops, Spark Skyrider is saying, okay, bedtime for me then. Thanks for the show. Have a good one. Have a good one. Oh, yeah. 集中できてないなまだ体が迷っているんだ震えてたんだコントロールしちゃってブレンダー太陽も月も何も完全にこっち向いていないがやるしかないんだ言い聞かせるようにそうつぶやいた